In the harsh, cold climates of the Sahara Desert, in the brutal heat in the Arctic Ocean, are dragonflies really becoming extinct? Hold on a second. What up, squad? How you guys doing? Anyways, I got a little topic for you today. So, as you can see by the title of the video, we're talking about Vita Play. We're talking about PlayStation Vita Remote Play. Is it all a scam? Have we been living a lie this whole time, thinking that, oh, they were actually doing it for a good cause? Or was it for a bad cause? Well, let me elaborate. So, a little bit ago, okay. There's this game, Astronauts, for the PlayStation 4, and it is also a Steam game, and it was on PlayStation 3, but the PlayStation 3 version was awful. They didn't update it at all. It's an indie game, but it's a very, very good indie game. Like, I'm talking about, like, it's top-notch indie game. It's up there with Helldivers being one of, like, the greatest indie games I've ever played in my life. And the game looks perfect to be played on the Vita. It looks like a perfect game you could easily port to the Vita, and it would be amazing. Like, I'm telling this would be one of the greatest Vita games of all time, at least for me, mainly because I love the game so much. Alright, so I was like, you know what, why isn't this on Vita? So I took the initiative and I went and I tweeted the developers on Twitter, because I follow them on Twitter. Their name is Ronimo Games, I think. So I tweeted at them, I said, how come the game's not on Vita? I feel like it would fit perfectly. They go, the game is playable from remote play on your PlayStation 4, so you can enjoy it on the go.
Greg, I looked this woman in her optic scams, and I says, bitch.
You said that.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
But you said bitch though.
I didn't say that though. I didn't reply back with that. But you know what I mean? Like, that's like, no. I mean, I don't want, like, I said I want it to be a Vita game. I did not say, oh, I want to be able to remote play. I already did remote play before, and it's all, like, I mean, it's just not the same as having an actual version of it on the Vita. You know what I mean? It's just not the same. So that brings up this topic. Are the reason why Sony, asked developers to put the game on remote play, is it because so the developers don't have to worry about even thinking, they don't have to think about making a Vita version? Let's break this down real quick. Of all the games so far that have come out, if it is remote play compatible, there's not a Vita version, obvious. So something like Xenoverse, you can't even remote play the game. And there's no Vita version, so Namco, they're just like, dude, Sony was probably like, if you want to, you can make it compatible on remote play. They probably looked at them and go, shut the f-. You know what I mean? They probably like, dude, shut up, we're not doing that. After Battle of Z, I don't know how Battle of Z did on the Vita. I'm pretty sure it did alright. And I just thought of this. This isn't too big, but, Killzone Shadowfall is remote play playable. And they haven't made another Killzone game on the Vita, I don't know, because Killzone Mercenary seems like some aspects of Shadowfall came into the game. So, I don't know exactly what's going on there, but you know what I mean. Like, all the games that do come out, if they are remote player compatible, there's not going to be a Vita version. That's how I see it now. If it is remote player compatible, then just completely X off all options of a Vita version. Just erase that from your memory, because it's not happening. Because I feel like what happens is, alright, a game comes over to Sony and says, alright, we want to make a game on your system. They go, okay, go ahead. And, they give them permission. And then they say, if you can, dude, maybe you can, they're probably like real insecure about it. Maybe you can, throw in a, I don't know. I mean, we do have this other system, and it can remote play. So I mean, if you want to, if it's not too much, if it's not too much of a big hassle for you guys. You know, if it's not too annoying, you know, if you guys can, please just play it remote play compatible. At least do that, please. You know, I feel like that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? They kind of hint at it, say, all right, just try to make it remote play. You know, definitely, you know, I feel like that's what they do, and so I mean, it's not hard because Sony already has done all the work they need to do to do that. All they have to do is, like, you know, just kind of make it compatible, you know, with Vita. Because if I try to do it on my here, let me show you what happens. Now I'll show you what happens when I try to do it with Xenoverse. So if you see here, let me scoot up. We have remote play. You can see in the back. In the back we have my PS4. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and no, it says, oh, see, so you can see it's still going on. It's still playing in the back. It just sort of kicked me off of my Vita. It says, cannot display the current screen from PC using remote play. It just cannot display. So basically, all they have to do is kind of make it so the displays on the Vita, I guess. I think they just have to optimize it so it fits on the Vita. I think that's all they got to do. So, you know, it keeps playing over there, but it just gets stuck right here. Let me turn that off. I'm thinking it's becoming an excuse. So, like, oh, and so in their heads, after Sony has just said, you know, if you don't want to make a Vita version, at least make it remote play. I feel like after this, they go, oh, so if we just make it remote play compatible, we don't have to listen to Sony's stupid nonsense about making a Vita version. All right, let's do it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what they do. Obviously, that wouldn't be for every game. Something like Bloodborne, or you know, something like Bloodborne. Obviously, they wouldn't expect them to make a Vita version. One, because they've never done anything with that, like From Software has never done anything with a Vita. And two, that's not the kind of genre you put on Vita version. You know, on portable devices. You could definitely do something like that, but not the whole game of Bloodborne. You know, I feel like something different. You can use the same Bloodborne, but then something different. You know, I don't know. But something like Mortal Kombat X, them niggas got no excuse. Let me show you something real quick. Do you see what I have in my hand? Yes, Mortal Kombat for the PlayStation Vita. This came out last year, and you might be like, oh, Jammer, that's your fourth Vita game you've ever gotten. I know you guys know me like that. I'm just messing with you. But it is my fourth game. Just a fun fact there. But it was developed by NetherRealm. It's not like they got some outside developer to develop it. They developed it. So NetherRealm knows how the Vita works. They know how it works, dude. They understand how to make Vita games. They've done it before. And guess what? Mortal Kombat X is only next gen. PS Vita is next gen, alright? PS Vita is next gen. If you really think about it, PS Vita is next gen handhelds. You know what I mean? PSP was the PS3 era, alright? And PS Vita comes in, it's part of the PS4 era. It is next gen. So the Vita should be included. And like I said, they already know how to do something like that. And so, as you saw, I made a video of course, Mortal Kombat X remote play. And guess what? That's probably their excuse for not making another one. Because when this came out on the PlayStation 3, you know, there was no remote play. You couldn't play Mortal Kombat X through remote play. So you really had no option whatsoever to play the newer Mortal Kombat on a handheld system. So they took the initiative and they developed it. And it played perfect. Of course, the graphics did get a nice, you know, shoot down, slice in half, you know what I mean? But they went with quality of how it works versus graphics. You know, they didn't care much about the graphics as long as it didn't look like blocky figures, which it didn't. It did look kind of shitty, but it didn't. You know what I mean? So that's what really disappoints me. Like, Mortal Kombat X should have been on the PlayStation Vita as well. If you're gonna make the MK9 on PlayStation Vita, why don't you keep going? Just like Madden 13. What in the world? I don't have a Madden game, so I don't know if it's remote play, but I would imagine it is. Like, why wouldn't it be, you know? But they stopped at 13. Why even make it? You know, don't even say nothing to me, boy. That's like the whole basis of the video. You know what I mean? We haven't had many other games like that. I'm looking at my game list right now. Borderlands 2, they didn't put Borderlands a pre-sequel. I'm not sure as well if that's remote play. I would imagine again. I don't see why not. The Borderlands collection, I'm pretty sure that's all remote play. You know what I mean? I don't see why not. But anyways, that's all I have to say about it. Let me know in the comments below of what you guys think of this whole topic. Is PlayStation Vita remote play an excuse for developers to not make a Vita version? Let me know, like I said. And squad, I will see you next time.